And if this reminds you of the Tetons, then well it should, for this is a fairly similar arrangement where you have a geological uplift followed by glaciation, and the land in front of the scarp edge has filled up with sedimentary deposits, which is why it's dead flat until of course the slight rise up to the mountains, which have of course been heavily glaciated in the last ice age, leaving these glacial moraines everywhere. Okay, this is still coming down from Lone Pine, coming down Sierra Nevada, the east side of the Sierra Nevada towards Lone Pine. And as you can see, there are loads of lava flows down here. And there's also the odd hot spring. It sort of alludes to recent volcanic activity. And over there, if memory serves, is the glacial moraine under which you find Lone Pine, which is where we're heading to. From Lone Pine, we're going to head into the Sierra Nevada to a place called Whitney Portal, where you can actually climb Mount Whitney, the highest mountain in America, in the contiguous United States, sorry. Now, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to go there for a campsite for the night, just for someone to stay. And that, directly ahead, is Mount Whitney. Goes along with the characteristic dog teeth on the left-hand side. So that's the highest mountain in the contiguous United States. Okay, you don't need particularly good eyes to see the zigzag road. Zigzag road that takes you up into the Whitney Portal. And there's Whitney again, who's looking fairly dull and intimidating. A lot of steep rock there. Okay, my car only has a 1.6 litre engine, which means that it overheats really quickly on steep hills. So what you got to do is turn the air conditioning off, turn the heat on full whack, and roll your windows down. It's the only way to get the heat out of the engine quick enough. Other than that, the car will just overheat. But I'm pushing it going up here. But we'll see what happens. Just to prove I'm not bluffing, I turn the heat off. That's the heat gauge. Right, so that's probably enough for me. I'm turning the air blast back on, which you'll see has the effect of, albeit slowly, leaks in the air, leaks in the heat out of the engine. Come on, baby, back down. Be good to daddy. Be good to daddy. Lose the heat. This is as much as I can do. Come on, back down. Ease it back down. That's a good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's the pop bottle's expanding with the so we're going up. So you see, and I'm driving it real gentle here as well. You can imagine that if I put my foot down here, the engine would overheat very quickly. At least now it's on my side, I get to appreciate the view as well. In between, of course, worrying about the cumulonimbus above, driving and watching the heat gauges. Incredible view though. Incredible view. Well, this is the road up to Whitney Portal. As you can see, the rock has these huge cracks in it which have mineralized, and it also has a load of what looks like what are they called? It's a composite material of some sort. And over there we have the shadows eking over the land. And I can actually smell the coolant in my car, which is rather unsettling. I mean, I've left it going on full whack, but I've left the heat on full whack. Yeah, well, the one thing you'll be careful of is when you actually stop the car, it can almost overheat instantly because yeah, it's got nowhere to dump the heat after there's no air going over the engine. Still, I think we're only a mile or two off Whitney Portal. These fantastic spires around. Now we have a truly fantastic view of those spires, just catching the sunlight. Incredible, aren't they? And fantastic, it looks like this might be the campsite. I sincerely hope so. My poor little car can't do much more of this. Just as coming up the hill is dominated by trying to keep the engine cool, going down the hill is dominated by trying to not burn out the brakes. Because the vehicle is comparatively heavy compared to the size of the brakes, I've actually got it locked in first gear, and if I don't do that, to try and use the brakes going down a hill like this, I would have no brakes left by the time I'm about halfway down. So currently virtually all of the braking is being done by the engine, and I'm crawling down the hill at 18 miles an hour, which is about the speed that I came up at. But yeah, to be honest, I'm happy like this. This is a degree of safety attached to it, and obviously let's see what happens if I actually move it up to second gear. That's the engine braking is second gear, so that was just from having it in second gear for a little while, the amount of speed that was picked up. So you can imagine what it would be like if this were in drive or neutral. The sort of crazy acceleration and far too much for the brakes to handle. So the moral of mountain driving, especially on very steep roads like this, is when you're going up, keep the engine cool. When you're going down, keep the brakes cool.